Hey guys, this is Carrie, your watercolor misfit, and this week I am doing a new challenge which also will help you guys in mixing colors. So I've noticed that some of you guys have been asking questions about how do you mix colors, and that is a common topic that a lot of watercolorists have. And today I'm going to be doing, in a fun way, an answer to that question. One of the hardest things to do in watercolor, of course, is mixing colors. When you first start out in watercolor, it's nice to have, whether tubes or pan paints or concentrates, this wonderful color that is right in the bottle. But, of course, it looks more natural when you mix colors. So, how do I know when to mix certain colors in certain ways to get the color that I desire that's inside of my head? Well, that's what I'm going to be kind of doing today. I have chosen today to paint a pine cone, which of course pine cones are all brown. And there we go, it finally focused. So this is going to be all brown, but of course you can probably tell from the colors right here, I have no brown at all. I want to show you guys how you can paint a picture without using any brown, and it actually looks really good. So that's the challenge today, no brown challenge for something, an illustration that needs pretty much complete brown. So let's see how I do. Alright, so I've already inked up my pine cone right here, and if you guys want to learn how to draw this pine cone the way I drew it, go ahead and make sure you give me a likes up on this video so I know that you would like for me to teach that to you. All I used was a ruler, a eraser, this is a gum eraser, which is easy on the paper, a pencil, and 1 micron pen, the 005. So if you guys want me to teach you how to draw this and do the cross hatching and shading, go ahead and like this video so I know you guys want me to do it. Now, just before we even begin, I'm going to teach you guys some color theory. Here is our color wheel, and the colors that we're going to be using are scarlet, orange, lemon yellow, green grass, true blue, and violet from the Dr. P.H. Martin's Radiant Concentrated Watercolors. Now, if I stick these on my color wheel, you're going to notice they go all the way around. These are your basic rainbow colors to a color wheel. The way we get neutrals on our color wheel, or browns basically, is we put the colors that are opposite one another on the color wheel. So this is orange and blue. They are opposite each other on the color wheel. So these two would be a brown neutral color. Same goes for red and green. They are opposite on the color wheel, so those would go together, and that is another brown. You also, last two, have purple and yellow. They're across from each other on the color wheel. That is another brown color. So what I'm going to do is kind of put these next to each other on my palette, and I'll teach you guys from there how I mix these together to get the variant brown colors that I'm going to be using to paint this pine cone. Alright, so I have a clean palette here, and I'm going to go ahead and fast forward a little bit while I put these colors next to each other on the palette. Alright, whenever you're starting with new colors and you're not sure how they're going to mix together, and actually I have not mixed these particular colors together. I've done this exercise with tube paints and pan paints, but not with the concentrates. I always start off first with just kind of pulling the colors out a little bit, watering them down. and kind of seeing what they do when they're mixed together. Some, like this one, definitely I'm gonna have to add more orange into it to get my nice brown color. And that's more of a yellow brown. You can see there. This is the orange and the blue. So I'm gonna wash out my brush. Now I'm gonna mix the yellow with a little bit of the purple. And this is a light version of them mixed together, and then I'm going to add a little bit more purple to this. So depending on how much you mix together, you can also get different varieties of brown as well. I can keep going darker with it and get almost a purple looking brown. So this one was the yellow and the purple together. Next, we're going to do the red and the green. And it's more of a warm brown. And I can make it cooler by adding more green to it. So anyway, that's kind of an idea of the different types of browns you can use, and you just play around and mix the colors together in different variations, and you can get these types of colors. Now, don't be limited by this. I can also mix, let's say I really like this color right here, but let's say I wanted to add a little bit of blue to it. That would be more of a darker brown blue color. So don't be limited by basically your sets on your color wheel. This is to create your base, and then from there you can decide, do I want it to be more of a warmer brown? And so you would add a warmer color, which would be the side, or do I want it more of a cooler brown, and that would be more of this side. So that's kind of a quick overview of what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to set this into time lapse, and you guys can watch me paint this pine cone with no brown. And that's it, guys. That's kind of how I paint without using any pre-mixed brown. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I just want to say thank you so much for telling me on the previous video that the music was too distracting. On my computer it sounds fine, but obviously a lot of you guys had issues with it, so this was the result, and by doing that I'm able to make better products and better content for you guys. So thanks again, and your voices have been heard. You're going to be having a real-time pine cone tutorial painting video coming up soon, so stay tuned.